and welcome to I Want to Grow, and I Want to Grow is all about that. It's about our growth, right? But today is a little bit different because today we're celebrating the British Council, and they've been in business now for 90 years. 90 years. And the ripples that they've created with helping others is tremendous. It's not ripples anymore, it's actually waves. So this is what they've done on a global basis. Today we've got Professor Samir. Samir, thank you so much.
Ahmed, yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks very much for inviting me. It's really my pleasure to be here and participate in the celebration of the British Council.
You're a great person. Could you introduce everybody, yourself and what you do?
Right, yeah. As you mentioned, I'm a professor of mechanical engineering at Qatar University. Before that, I did my PhD at Cambridge University between 2003 2007. Then I stayed in Cambridge doing postdoc research for around 2 years. Then I moved to the Middle East area to be a faculty in the university. So first I went to Saudi Arabia, King Fahd University.
Okay.
For like 3 years. Then I came here.
I'm going to take you back to Cambridge because it's probably one of the best cities in the UK for me.
Right, you're right. Yeah.
Out of all the other big ones, Cambridge is really special to me because of the weather. Normally, when I'm going there, the history. What was it like being a member of Cambridge University?
Yeah, when I first, maybe I didn't mention how I got the PhD at Cambridge University. When I was in Egypt, I finished my master and bachelor degree. A British petroleum company announced for a scholarship to the Cambridge to do PhD at Cambridge University, and I participated among like thousands. You know, Egypt like is more than 100 billion people. I mean, it was a very tough competition, and luckily I chosen for that scholarship. So when I went to Cambridge, everyone told me, even I met the ambassador of the British ambassador at Cairo. He said, this is like a university city. I didn't recognize what that means, but when I went to Cambridge, I found like it's like you are walking in an open museum. These colleges, the university building, and everything in the city, like linked with the university in a way or another. Apart from of the beauty, landscape, the weather, all of that you can tell whatever you would like to tell. But to find a whole city like within a university or a university within a city, was new for me.
The history was just, when you must have been there in the universities, to be walking in the same footprints as some of the biggest minds that the world has ever seen. It must have been special. Right,
yeah. I mean, those Nobel Prize winners or something like Trinity College, when this hall for different inventors and great scientists. Yeah, you feel very proud and amazed with all that amount of history that you are within and to be part with.
Now, we're talking about the British Council. You're an award winner with the British Council.
Yeah.
How did that all happen for you? What was your first relationship with the British Council?
Once I arrived to Qatar here, of course, I received email through the university from the British Council to join UK alumni network and attending different events. So I started from that because I think to keep in touch with the UK education, it's very important for my career, for my professionalism, and also for my students to tell them about what's the new, what they can do especially those are interested in the UK education. So my link with the British Council, like back to the date I arrived to Qatar. And then from that time, I attended all their events, participated in the network events, and I learned many things like this UK Alumni Award. Even I applied for some of the research grants they announced.
Right. And the award, did you ever think about that you was going to win the award?
I didn't expect that I will win. By the way, I'm not only winning the Qatar award, the entrepreneurship award, but I also nominated for the global,
Oh, wow.
representing Middle East and North African region for the entrepreneurship category. So I was among 7 around the world for
Wow.
for that. So it was really nice. I didn't expect, of course, at the beginning, but what I learned during my stay in Cambridge, that I always do my best, perform high quality education, research, even community service, interaction with industry, with different sector, not only staying in my office,
Yeah.
but doing all of that in the best the possible I can. So that leads me to what I am now, and to get the UK award.
That's a big thing. The influence that it had on you in your career, was there an influence with all of this?
Yeah, sure. I mean, my life before I arrived to Cambridge was different from after. The type of education there is, I think it's unique and different from any part of the world. Why? Because they teach you 2 very important things: the critical thinking, and how to think always out of the box to find innovative solutions for any problem, not only research problem, but even within the life. And also, I forget to mention one of the things that inspired me, that my supervisor, my master supervisor in Egypt, was graduated. In fact, I have 2 supervisors. One of them graduated from Oxford and the other one from Cambridge. So they told me, when you go there, not just learn your science, that's important, of course, but you will get like 2 PhDs. One in engineering, which is my field, mechanical engineering, and another PhD in life, and dealing with people from different background, different part of the world, because everyone wants to study in Cambridge.
Yeah.
So I found people. So that gave me a lot of skills. When I arrived here to Qatar, I used, of course, these skills to excel in my career, doing high quality research. Even my students like the way I teach them the courses, so start asking about the UK education. And one of them, by the way, I recommended him to University College of London. He got a master and PhD, a Qatari student.
Oh, wow.
So there are a lot of stories if you'd like to hear.
But there are a lot of stories, and it's kind of I find it with my my path with the British Council right now. I've got to meet so many different people that the British Council has had such an influence on their life, not just their career. It's been part of their life, and it's staggering to see. And I'm listening to your story now, and I look at it and I think to myself, wow, look at the people that they're touching. Now you've kind of had that relationship with them. How do you see that relationship growing as going on?
In fact, I never stopped the relationship, as I mentioned, with the British Council. So attending these events, then I applied for the UK Gulf Institutional Link grant. That there was an only grant offered to Qatar, only one, and I got that in collaboration with also one of my Cambridge colleagues, that is currently in the UK in Newcastle University. So we formed like a team together, and we applied for that grant and we won it. So that's a part of a relation. Another part that I, for example, invited to present with the Red Arrows team when they visited Qatar here, and they visited Qatar University, to tell the students and the people at the university how my UK education affects me and takes me to what I am. And I was standing next to astronauts from the Red Arrows team. So all of this relation comes with my connection with the British Council.
And that's the power of the network.
Exactly. Yeah.
And from yours, who's established, obviously a professor, it's still helping your life. But now you can now pass it on to the students that were in your situation, and you're helping them grow with the help of the British Council.
Right. Yeah. And as I mentioned, and my influence to the students and to the way I am teaching them, they found something unique and different from other professors, and that's why they keep contacting me, asking where you have done your PhD, how you learn these things, that thing. And with my interaction with them, and again with my education at Cambridge, I invented many things, even in teaching. So, for example, every part of the world, you find the nature of students is different. So in this region, you have to attract their attention with something that it's completely different from what they are seeing every day, to have their full attention to the course. So, for example, I found, most of the young people like playing games, PlayStation games. They can spend hours in this without feeling bored, but staying 50 minutes in a lecture is like a hell of for them. So I said, okay, I come up with innovation idea, and this is one of the things that helped me win the UK Alumni Award, especially in entrepreneurship, to develop what it's called course animation video game. So I converted the whole course to a game. So, and I designed the game myself in help, of course, of the animation company, to embedded all the scientific component that is the course while they playing the game. My field is combustion engines and emissions. So, of course, all those young people like racing cars.
Yep.
So, okay, you will race the car, but not just to play, to do actions in the engine from what we teach you in the class to make this car perform well and win the race.
Yep.
So you learn all the concept that I taught you in the class to win the game. So they like the idea very much, because basically when I play the game, I'm studying, because every action is designed in a certain way to make them understand the scientific.
So this was part of the award that you won.
But yeah, one of the issues that helped me part the award. There is other, of course, things that we come up during my interaction with the students. And for example, one of my previous students, Qatari also, he became the manager of waste treatment department in the Ministry of Municipality. And he came to me one day saying, okay, Professor, we have a problem that we have a lot of kind of gas emitted from the organic waste. We call it biogas. We don't know what we do with it, and it's creating pollution, can catch fire at some point. So I told them this is a renewable energy, and you can use it in their trucks, waste collection trucks, instead of diesel. And because at the same time they are paying like 12 million real for diesel fuels.
12 million.
So if you use that gas that it's waste and it's pollution as a fuel for these trucks, you save the environment and you save your money. So he liked it a lot, and he worked on it with the higher administration and in his ministry, and it ended up building a station now that is existing in Qatar to compress this biogas and use it. Now they are using it for electricity generation, but in the future it can be used also to fuel vehicles.
Yeah.
So again, that was another thing that helped me win the award.
It's the ripples, right?
Yeah.
These are the ripples that turn into waves. And just on that point with you about the biogas, that's one of those ripples that can have a major effect, not just on individual locally, but internationally, global.
That's why exactly this point that I got for the grant for the UK Gulf Institution Link grant from the British Council to investigate this point fully. But because I had this previous experience, that's helped me also get the grant, because I already went through practical part of it. So investigating it scientifically to make really proper examination and investigation on how to use this fuel in engines, that was also part of it.
Staggering, absolutely staggering that this has the effect as it does. Now, what message would you like to give to the British Council after the 90 years? What message would you like to give them now?
I can simply say you have done a great job with all those students studying. They studied at the UK, and also for the students they want to study in the UK, in different parts of the world. You are providing a lot of help, a lot of information, a lot of guidance. I remember even when I was in Egypt before I went to Cambridge, I used to go to the British Council asking about many things, about any information about UK universities. Attended also a few events. So you are doing really a great job in encouraging young people, educated young people, and to make the UK culture like globally visible.
And it's quite staggering how they've done that and how they continually do that. Thank you so much for your kind words. The hardest question I'm going to ask you today is, what is the one word that sums up the British Council and why?
I can say you are significant factor in the world. You are significant in terms of your effect in all young people in the world. Not only young people, but all, because you have also making this network between different sectors within the countries. I don't see any other organization from any other country doing the same, like the British Council. Educational, networking, bringing all these people together. So it's really significant work and affecting life of millions of people, I would say, not even thousands.
Professor Samir, you have been a wonderful guest today. And you make me very proud with your words.
Thanks very much. It's my pleasure to be here with you and to speak about the great work of British Council.
Thank you. Thank you.